dear students, myself Gangadhar Sonke and I welcome you all to the MCGM's virtual classroom.
Yes students, today in standard 10th geography we will be learning the topic tourism, transport and communication. Today's part is second part of this topic. In the first part we learnt about the tourism and transport of Brazil and India, and today we are going to study about communication in Brazil and communication in India. So first of all, we will just try to understand the concept of communication. The imparting or exchanging of information by speaking, by writing or by using some other medium. Now in this other medium, number of things are there like social media, television, radio, number of things we can include. So basically communication is what? Communication is the imparting or exchanging of information by speaking, by writing or by using some other medium. And now today we are going to talk about the communication in Brazil and communication in India. Now in the geography of standard 10th, we have already learnt many things about Brazil, and that is why we are already aware of the vast longitudinal extent of Brazil, and on the screen also you can see that. So here in our textbook, figure 9.12, in which westernmost and easternmost extreme points are given, Brazilian standard time, and here you can see the westernmost and easternmost extreme points of Brazil mainland. So using this information, what you have to do, calculate the difference in time between 2 points in minutes. Now if we talk about the westernmost point, Nascente do Rio Moa, and it is 7 degree 32 minutes 33 seconds south and 70 degree 59 minutes west. Here you can see 7 degree 32 minutes and 33 seconds south and 70 degree 59 minutes west. Now on the easternmost point, which is Ponta do Texas Parava, it is 7 degree 9 minute 28 seconds south and 34 degree 47 minutes west. Now by using this information, we have to answer the questions. Read the above map in the figure 9.12 and answer the following questions. Now one by one we will try to solve the questions, and the first question is, how many divisions can you see in the map? Now if we observe this map carefully, then easily we can see that there are 4 divisions in the map. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 divisions are there. Now the next one, what does the red line in the map show? What does the red line in the map show? Now this red line, this one in the map, show official Greenwich time of Brazil, or Brazilian official time we can say. What does the term behind the GMT mean? What does the term behind the GMT mean? Brazilian standard time is 2 to 5 hours behind Greenwich Mean time. Then the next one, which part of Brazil is ahead of other? That is capital Brasilia, which is ahead of the other. By how many minutes is this part ahead of others? This part is ahead of others by 168 minutes, means 2 hours 48 minutes. 2 hours 48 minutes. We talked about this, the red line. You'll find that because of the vast longitudinal extent of the country, the difference between two extreme points, 1, 2, difference between two extreme points is around 168 minutes, that is 2 hours 48 minutes. There are different time zones in the country, 4 time zones in the country. Brazil has 4 time zones. It is behind the Greenwich time by 2, 3, 4 or 5 hours. Here you can see 5, 4, 3, 2, and the red line in the map shows the GMT 03 time zone, which is considered, this one, which is considered to be the official Brazilian time, that is BRT, official Brazilian time. It is 3 hours behind Greenwich time. Brazil has 4 different time zones they use. It is behind the Greenwich time by 2, 3, 4 or 5 hours, and the red line, this one in the map, shows the GMT 3 time zone, which is considered to be the official Brazilian time. It's called BRT, official Brazilian time. Now the development of communication in Brazil. Nowadays, communication in the field of social media is on increasing. So telecommunication services in Brazil are well developed and efficient. This industry includes landlines as well as mobile services, television broadcasting, radio broadcasting and computer internet access. So today more than 45% of the Brazilian population has access to the internet. As I told you before, because of internet, social media is also increasing day by day, and the people who are engaged in this field are also increasing, or the number of people or the percentage of people increasing continuously. The telecommunication infrastructure is fairly modern. Telecommunication infrastructure is modern in central south Brazil. However, the north and northwest are drastically less developed. Over recent years, mobile telephones have led the rapid expansion of telecommunication services in Brazil. The nature of Brazilian territory, especially land mass size and the large pockets of unpopulated and densely vegetated areas, create significant impediments to the expansion in coverage of telecommunication services. Brazil is developing technology to send domestically made satellites into space with its own rockets. So not only in the field of mobile phones or in the field of internet, but in the field of science and technology also, or in the field of space also, Brazil is continuously developing its technology. Now about India. Study the map given in figure 9.13, which is on the screen, which is of location and extent. So what we have to do by observing this figure, we have to answer the questions. By studying this figure, we have to answer the questions. And the first question, calculate the difference between the two longitudinal extremes of mainland India, and is it more than Brazil? So the difference is of 120 minutes. Then the next one, which longitude in India is called the Indian Standard Time? It is 82 degree, 82.5 degree east, that is Indian Standard Time, 82.5 degree. Then the next question, what is the difference between this time and the GMT? The difference is of 5 hours 30 minutes, which is ahead. How many local times are there in India? If we talk about the Brazil, there are 4 time zones, but when we talk about India, in India only one time zone is there, only one time zone. Now if you go for the explanation, then India too has a large longitudinal extent like Brazil. The difference between the two extreme most points is 2 hours or 120 minutes. India has only one standard time zone, and the 82.5 degree east longitude is the Indian Standard Time, that is IST. For Brazil we are using the term BRT, and for India it is Indian Standard Time. It passes through Allahabad. It passes through Allahabad. It is ahead by 5 hours 30 minutes from the Greenwich Meridian time. Next point. With the explosion of electronic media, with the explosion of electronic media, here the word explosion is used. Explosion ये word use किया है क्योंकि if you talk about our country, it's like explosion only. जिस तरह से communication, जिस तरह से television channels, जिस तरह से इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मीडिया बढ़ रहा है हमारे देश में, बढ़ गया है पिछले कुछ सालों में, उसे बस एक्सप्लोजन ही कहा जा सकता है. With the explosion of electronic media, telecom industry has become one of the fast growing sectors, and in this area information and communication, more digitally enhanced communication devices like mobile phones, internet and satellites are paving way to expansion for the wider reach of communication technology. Today also for other countries, our country is the consumer for mobile phones, marketplace for the mobile phones. Here on the screen you can see Indian mobile subscriber growth 2000 and 2014. You can see how it is continuously increasing. India is one of the largest users of smartphones and internet. With the development of our own satellites, India has come a long way in this field, and you people already learnt in detail about this in the 9th standards history about the development in the field of science and technology after independence or in the post-independence era, post-independence period. So ISRO, what is India Space Research Organization? ISRO is India Space Research Organization, looks after the space launching programs of India. Till date, this institute has established many records in the satellite launch, and in the news also we people read about the achievements of ISRO. The Brazilian Space Agency AEB is the civilian authority in Brazil responsible for the country's burgeoning space program. The Brazilian Space Agency has pursued a policy of joint technological development with more advanced space programs. So when we talk about the communication, it is not only about the mobile phones, or it is not only about the telecommunication or about the television, but it is also all about the space research. So in today's part, we learned about the communication in Brazil and communication in India. So in this topic, in the tourism, we discussed about the places which are tourist attractions in Brazil, like clean white sand beaches, attractive sea coast, beautiful islands, orchids, deep dense forests of Amazon, various birds and animals which attracts lots of international tourists there. Now when we talk about the tourism of India, then we saw that considering the heritage of India, there are plenty of opportunities for tourism in many parts of the country, and many places are being developed for this. Then in the Brazil transport, with the help of figure 9.9 and with the help of figure 9.10, we people discussed about the Brazil transport and India transport, and in the today's part we learnt about the communication in Brazil and communication in India. Please subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get notifications.
So my dear students, this is all for today. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, take care.